We are days away from the first federal rate cuts in 2025, and that means that altcoin season is about to take off to the upside. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about 3 altcoins that I'm watching and the reasons why I'm buying them right now before it is too late. If you enjoy this video, make sure to watch it all the way to the end, smash the like button, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. Now, we have been talking about this topic all year. You can go all the way back to January's videos where I told you that a massive altcoin season would be waiting on 2 major details. Number 1, it would be waiting for regulatory clarity. Let's get a good SEC going. Let's get a good CFTC going. Let's see what Congress does in pushing bills to promote the future of cryptocurrency. Unless you've been living under a rock, everything is going in the right direction. It very much looks like the American politicians are saying crypto is a big part of the future. Regulation is coming in every single week that is favorable for growth here in the United States. And when it's good in the United States, it's going to be good worldwide. But the other thing we talked about that had to happen was rate cuts and liquidity coming back into the markets. And like I said, it feels like September will be the first rate cuts. The question is going to be, is it only 25 basis points, or do we potentially see a jump all the way up to 50? Well, we've talked about that in other videos, and we'll watch that next week during the FOMC meeting. For the sake of this video, I want to talk about 3 coins I'm very excited about that have massive potential. I want to be very clear with a couple of things. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor, and you do not have to purchase these tokens. You can purchase a lot of other ones. These aren't the only 3 altcoins that are about to go berserk. I talk about a lot of different altcoins throughout other videos and daily live shows that are going to have big potential. But these are 3 coins we've been a little bit more silent on recently, and I want to make sure that our community knows they are sitting in fantastic spots for big rallies. The news, the charts are saying don't sleep on these 3 altcoins. If you're ready, let's go ahead and jump on in with coin number 1. Now, this coin's not too much of a sleeper. We talk about it from time to time. We just haven't talked a whole lot about it recently, especially any macro analysis. But coin number 1 that I'm buying is going to be Sui. Sui's been more relatively quiet in the last couple of months. They did get a new partnership with MasterCard, which I do think could be a major catalyst going forward for it staying as one of the top layer 1 solutions. But when it comes to this coin, it's the charts that are making me extremely bullish about the long-term potential for this layer 1 project. The first thing you'll notice on the chart is there is a long-term support level dating all the way back to July of 2024 that Sui has been respecting all the way through. And we recently just got another touch on that support level back here on September 2nd. Along with this, we're currently breaking out of a falling wedge pattern where we saw lower highs and lower lows from back here on July 28th. And with the recent touch of support and boost above resistance, this is a massive sign that Sui is going to be ready to tear to the upside. Our favorite trading tool, Lux Algo, is telling us right now that the daily chart is in a massive buy signal with a green reversal, a bullish momentum, and positive money flow. This gives us a short-term target back up towards a resistance level towards 410, somewhere in the world of $3.90 to $4 is the short-term trajectory for the Sui price action. But after that, it can get a whole lot more bullish. When zooming out and looking at the resistance levels that Sui's been struggling with since back here in May, you'll find a flat top of resistance marked with higher lows. This is called an ascending triangle pattern. When broken above this resistance level, this means that Sui price could skyrocket all the way to $10 in a very short time period. Now, I don't have the exact date of when that's going to happen, but I would say this is a very likely scenario to happen before January if the altcoin season does take off here in the next couple of days. If that's true, we're talking about an 182% rally in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, a big move to trade if you hold Sui right now. Now, by no means do I think $10 will be the top of the bull market for Sui, but that's the first leg that I'm looking at for the explosive part of altcoin season. After that happens, and we probably have a little bit of a retracement, I do believe Sui continues to rally. And I've said on this channel, I think this is a coin that could easily make it up above 30 and push towards $40 to $50 by the time this bull market is over. But for now, I'm not going to necessarily count my chickens before they hatch. My eyes are on a $10 target for Sui in the next couple of months. Let's move on, though, to coin number 2 that I'm watching right now, and I'm buying before it is too late. Now, we've talked a little bit about the formations that's happening on this coin, and we've been telling you for a couple of months we're looking for a big breakout to happen, but it's been delayed. However, with recent price action and recent news, I think that time for a big breakout is days away. That coin's name is AVAX. Now, this is another coin that both is a layer one solution, but also a real world asset play. If you guys have not watched my channel, I've told you that I think that real world assets and tokenization is going to be one of the biggest protocols in cryptocurrency moving forward as we watch the TradFi markets want to jump into blockchain and get their assets tokenized. Because of this, coins like AVAX are going to be a big part of the future, not just in crypto, but in TradFi as well. They themselves have also recently reached a big deal with Visa, and that's going to help them get more adoption and more use case moving forward. But really, the thing that's making me most bullish here is once again those charts. Now, for a couple of weeks, we've been tracing the fact that we have a W formation here on AVAX's daily chart with a trending level of resistance here in the world of roughly just below $27. Dating all the way back to February, we cannot get above this resistance level. Because of this, a lot of people have been very frustrated about AVAX price action, even some giving up on it. But W patterns have a massive move to the upside if they break their resistance level with confidence. And you can see ever since the lows back here in April, while we keep hitting our heads on the same level of resistance, we keep hitting higher lows. And eventually, the same way if you hit a piece of concrete with a hammer over and over and over and over, eventually that concrete will break. Same thing with resistance. As we are hitting it like a battering ram here the last couple of weeks, we are bound to break above that 2650 mark and explode to the upside. We are currently under the same Luxalgo daily buy signal where we do have a green reversal. We have green momentum coming in, and clearly there's some positive money flow. As we're getting back up towards resistance, a breakout of this formation would imply a massive move here for AVAX holders all the way up back towards $48. Now, you'll notice there's a red downtrending line on my chart. When you zoom out, AVAX has been in a very long-term falling channel pattern, going all the way back to the highs of March 24. When/if this resistance level is broken, this could be a much larger breakout for AVAX, as this could send us up to a long-term prediction we've had on the channel of an $150 AVAX before the end of the bull market. From current prices, we're talking about a 477% move if we're right about that projection. But for now, I have my eyes focused on this area between $46 to $48 as my short-term target for AVAX. This would be a move of about 86%. So if you're looking to trade and you're looking to get in, a great move to have some leverage over on BloFin, our recommended exchange, and make some money on the AVAX big move coming in a couple of days. Now let's get into coin number 3 that's very exciting. I think could have a major rally coming very soon. And that coin is called Kaspa. It's been quite a while since we've done a lot of in-depth Kaspa analysis here on the channel. It has been a focal point in a competition we have going on in X right now called Moon Madness, where we just had the community vote for Kaspa being a better 10-year hold than XRP. Whether or not that is true, that means that there's a very adamant fan base for Kaspa that still believes in its long-term trajectory. Now, in recent news, there was a lot of buzz about Kaspa, as at the end of August, they were supposed to launch smart contracts. While they ended up having to delay them, there's expectations that any day now they could be going live. And this would once again breathe life into the Kaspa community. Of course, it's still a coin that some people will complain it's not even listed on 2 of the largest exchanges, Binance or Coinbase. But that's also the argument to say this is a coin that has a lot of potential, because you have to imagine at some point they finally will be listed on these exchanges. And when they are, this could bring massive adoption. When you take a look at the charts, it's also showing us a bullish breakout should be coming soon. A support level touch of a symmetrical triangle pattern along with a daily buy signal from the Luxalgo oscillator has me extremely bullish. Short-term targets suggest that coming back up above 10 cents and back towards resistance is the next move for Kaspa in the next couple of days. However, after that, if we are able to break through resistance, which I believe Kaspa can, we're talking about a price prediction to new all-time highs up at 26 cents. This would be a 220% move for the coin and would be a major win for traders out there should it come to fruition. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, while I'm excited about these 3 coins, these are by no means the only altcoins out there that I'm excited about their future. If you want to learn about more coins that I'm picking, more coins that I'm picking out on cheap levels, make sure, number 1, to subscribe to this channel and watch all of our free content on the daily basis. But if you want to find out things a little sooner, for example, I told a group about these 3 picks last night in our VIP trading group, where we are talking every single day about what's going on in the news, what's going on in the charts, what am I trading, and what am I looking to take profit on. If you want to go deeper in your understanding, not just getting picks early from our team of experts, but you also want to learn more about trading, more about technical analysis, and how to manage risk when investing, I highly recommend checking out the Academy portion of the VIP trading group. All that information can be found in the link down below. With that said, make sure to smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you in the next video. Adios.